Good morning. Let's talk about this heat rash first. Now, why it was crazy hot? I wasn't feeling a thing. Maybe a little itch here, a little scratch here. I wasn't feeling nothing. Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Apparently, it was there. But reading up on it, they said that it comes afterwards. So the way they explain the heat rash is based on your sweat glands being blocked, and you're unable, I guess, to sweat it out, right? Because it's so hot. So when I sat down while I was reading it, think what I said. That is true. That's what it was about. Y'all see my porridge? Now I don't know what kind it is. God is great and God is good, and I thank you for my food. By your hand I must be fed. Give me, Lord, my daily bread for the nourishment of my body. By six, sanctify and bless it. Again, bless the hand that labor and the hand that curve. In Jesus' name I pray. Now, sometimes it be different kind. They say oatmeal. They make it with oatmeal and they make it with cornmeal. I think this is cornmeal. No, this is my bread. You know how big that chicken is. Now you know that don't make no sense. I don't know what I'm gonna eat it, but we just gonna see what it tastes like. Oh, where did I get my bread? Well, apparently. Okay, I got it from the West Indian. What is it? Golden Quest. I'm gonna get a white. Mm. Oh wow. So we're gonna use some frozen too. Forgot I had these. I was cleaning out my drawer because I was getting rid of stuff, straightening up stuff, and I came across this. Okay, so now what happened? And let me tell you my experience with this heat. No, I did not go outside. Wednesday, Friday, they had church on the line. My pastor called me, asked me, was I going Wednesday? I told her, I said, no, I'm not. She laughed. She said whatever she said. And she said, she'll text me to let me know whether or not they're going to have it on. Sure enough, she texted me like about, I think it was like 5 minutes later. No, we don't. Oh, give or take an hour. Yeah, an hour later. Okay. She called me like 4 o'clock. 4:15. Wait a minute. It just came to me. I forgot. What time is it? It was all about my eye. I got to August 4th and I'll be on my last drops. Not last bottles, but last program. Because I have to take them. When I first get it done, I have to put the drops in 2 times this color. I got to put it in 2 times a day. And then I did that up to, I think it was June 20th. Well, whenever it was. It's 2 times a day. 2 times, yeah, 2 times a day. No, not 2 times a day. Every 2 hours. Then it's 3 times a day. Get it together, Sharon. No, I'm wrong. It's every 2 hours. Then it's 4 times a day. And then it's 2 times a day. And then it's 1 time a day. So I'm on the 2 times. So that's good because it's a lot of hours. It's 24 hours in a day. Right. So any day, any hour that I miss because I was supposed to put it in 9. It's not 10. So any hours that I miss doesn't matter because it's only twice a day. Kind of lessen up with burning. Look how dirty this thing get. And all I do is just take this up. I guess that's my hands, right? I'm gonna wash it as soon as I finish. Okay, so I set it in. I set it in. I let it stay in for an hour. Lord Jesus, let me get my head for a minute. I put my finger right here and hold it for a minute. And what that does is keep it from going down. Cause this eye, oh my goodness, I used to taste it. I used to put it in my eye, and I used to just let it go. But as I read up on it, to keep it from going down, because everything is connected. So to keep it from going down my throat, they said to put your finger on the sides right here. That's your tear duct, and press it, and that keeps it. I guess to stay right there until it actually, dissolves in the eye. Because I was, to be honest, I probably got more of it in my system than I did in my eye. So, so I let that go for a minute, and then I take my finger off, and then I restart it again for another minute, because they say you're supposed to keep your eye closed for 2 minutes, let it sit in the eye. Excuse me, so I just wanted to let y'all know. I got see my eyes going. What's going on? Oh, that wasn't hit the spot. I used to eat a whole lot. See, this is why I say another thing, because I be moving all over the place. And not to take nothing away from my husband and not trying to be disrespectful. So I want to put that out there. So if anybody said, oh, look at her talking about another man. But, this is my life. So a lot of things I learned, I didn't learn from myself. I learned through other people. I experienced through other people. So I'm saying that to say, yeah, I got connected to porridge, right? Me not so much eating it, but I'll let you know how I started eating. And this is how I know my eyes clearing up. Of course, when I used to put that in, I could see the white. I could see the white in it. Mm, chicken cake, good. So, oh my goodness, that is so good. Always eating and never gain a pound. Well, I do gain a pound, but you don't look like it. But hey, I decided to be satisfied with my own. This is a big piece of chicken. This chicken is big. Okay, so the pastor lover called me, asked me what I was going on. I'm like, no, I'm not. He laughed. Okay. So Wednesday night Bible study, they had it on the conference line. Friday night, they had it on the conference line. Right? Friday night, after the preacher preached, the pastor said, we'll be in the church. And we'll make, we'll see anybody, we'll see people to get home. We'll see people to get home, you know? We'll make sure people get home. Put it that way, something like that. So I was listening. I was saying to myself, oh, you going to make sure people get home. So does that mean that you want to make sure I get home. Because everybody know I live in the Bronx. Okay? I go itching. You know what y'all can see. See little bumps. Oh, that's Columbus. Let me see if I can show you all the bumps. Y'all can see it a little bit. Maybe y'all can see it on this side. Because I'll be honest, it was itching and stuff. But I ain't think nothing about it. So when I was young, I used to get like these little bumps, like right here in the fold of my skin, around my neck, but not so much around my neck because it was really nothing that I wore like, but maybe from my clothing, underneath my bra strap. And sometimes I would get it on my arm, but it wasn't that bad. It would go away. But I checked my bathroom for my pastor. I would not be. I told him I would not be coming to church Sunday. Because she came back after. And she said, let's see people get, we'll make sure people get home. Then she came back and said, and if you need a ride to the train, we'll give you a ride to the train. I was like, oh no, that ain't working. Ain't working. Sunday, I did not need a ride to the train. Sunday was the hottest day. The hottest. And I felt it in here. That first couple of days, when was it? It started, when did it start? I think it started Wednesday. Or was it Tuesday? It might have been Tuesday. But it started like early up in the week. And I was feeling it. But I was okay because I was in the house. But my house was hot. My room, let's put it that way, my room. And thank God my husband got approved for an air conditioner. So he ain't even here, and God is still blessing him. Got approved for an air conditioner, and we put it in the back room because he got to sleep in his own private room because of how he is. He needs the room for his hospital bed and stuff like that. So they came in there. He got approved for it, and they came in there, installed it in, and that helped a whole lot. I'm sure that if it wasn't no air back there, the whole house, I mean the hallway part from my room, because his room, he's actually in the living room. So for my room, I'm in the front, and the living room I put in the back. Because this room I'm in could be a living room. It could be a living room, it could be a dining room. You see what I'm saying? There was nobody here but me and Tracy. This would be a dining room. And my little room could have been whatever, wherever. Not to be talking about right now. Excuse me. So, but when I open up my door, you could feel the air, right? And in the beginning, the first day of that heat wave, nothing was happening. Nothing. I got up early in the morning, and I went. And I say early, the stores over here don't open till 8 o'clock, right? So I got up during that time, and I went and I got my coffee. No problem. But me and Lizzie was miserable. We was miserable up in this room. My air conditioner was not. It's doing cool air now, but it was not cool in my room. As soon as I would turn it on, a gush of hot, a hot air. I'm gonna say hot water. A gush of hot air will come out, and so it had the little thing on it. It tells me when my filter need to be changed or cleaned. It don't say clean. It don't say change, but the light just come on. You see me itching, right? They said not to scratch, so I'm trying my best not to scratch. So if y'all see me moving, that's because I'm trying not to scratch. So I went on. It said that, so I took the filter out. I went in the kitchen, got me some detergent, not detergent, dishwashing liquid, and I cleaned the filter completely till it was white. Had to let it dry, cleaned all on the outside. See those little ridges going across like that? Cleaned all of that. I cleaned on the inside of it because I had like all that, I guess, dust or pollen or whatever you call it, lint, whatever it is. The particles that come in and get stuck there, it had all that. Get out of here, fly. You know my food. And you ain't welcome in my video. So I washed it and stuff. I put it back on. It helped a little bit, but then after a while, it started really, like still sending off hot air. Then it went to like cool, like just cool air, like it's not hot, it's not cold like it's supposed to. It just wasn't doing the right thing, to be honest. So I started reading up on the air conditioner and stuff like that. I started talking. I called up because I was trying to connect my air conditioner to their cloud or whatever, and it ain't working. Which reminds me, the person ain't called me or nothing, get back to me at all. But they told me, that man told me, he said, I work for FIOS. I kind of know, I can kind of tell you what's going on. And he, excuse me, the situation at hand he was telling me about, but then I was telling him about the air conditioner not being cool. He told me he said, what you could do, try rather, is turn off the air conditioner. He said, because if it's real hot on the outside, it can't really generate the right amount of air to come inside to cool you off. He said, and I know it's very frustrated, and I know in this hot heat, and he was saying that it didn't hit him yet, because I think he said he was, I forgot where he said he was, but it didn't hit him. So he said, turn off the air conditioner for an hour and see if that worked. I'm here to tell you it did. I put a timer on my phone. I let it stay off for 2 hours. And I think it probably went into 3 hours. And when I turned it back on, I felt that cold air coming back in. But during that time, I'm sweating. Getting the sweat is just like right there, and you know how it's right here, and you know what I'm saying. It's not really, how some people sweat and you actually see the sweat. I never was one to really sweat, even when I was a young girl. I really didn't sweat. I would get hot, but I never really sweated, right? And now that I'm thinking about it, I did suffer a lot from heat rashes, but not as bad as this one was. So I went on, not thinking nothing. Me and Lizzie go to bed, go to sleep, all during the course of the night. I'm miserable, but I ain't thinking that all underneath here, all around here, all under my stomach. Now, mind you, I didn't so much sleep, had anything on my arms. I didn't have too much on my arms, but it was crazy. It just that I was hot. And I'd be like, oh my God. If y'all look at some of my videos that I made during the heat, you'll see, who is hot in here? You know what I'm saying? And the air conditioner wasn't doing nothing. So I would have to come out, walk in the back where my husband's air conditioner was, and just stand there. And you could feel the cool air coming through. That's how powerful his air conditioner was. And that's how mine was when I first got mine. When I turned it on, it was so cold. I felt like I was in Alaska. Okay, so with that being said, Saturday night, I noticed that I started scratching. I was like, what is going on here? I wasn't paying. I didn't have no bumps or nothing, but it just was scratching. I said, what's going on here? I'm just itching. I said, what is happening here? Right? It kind of went down. But I was able to run my hand across it and feel it. Well, they said that what happens is that it cools down. You can still see it. You can see it like underneath my skin. I don't know whether y'all can see it because I'm old. My skin probably look funny to y'all. So I said, "Oh my goodness, what is this?" At first, I thought it was an allergy because I had got some new facial cream, that Your cream that I got, and I was putting sunscreen on my face because it will. I washed my face, and the second one, number two, because they got them numbered. So number two is the day cream, which is actually sunscreen, and I'm supposed to put it on my face. They said to put it on all areas of my body. So I put it on my arm, I put it on my leg, and all that, right? So now the next day, now that night that I did that, the first time I did it, I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel nothing. So from the time that y'all see the video of me unpacking that, that's when I first started using it. But I didn't get no itch. I didn't get no breakouts. I didn't get nothing. Um, the next day when I used it, I still didn't get nothing. And so I'm gonna say like days Monday. I'm gonna say like maybe Saturday, like in mid Saturday, mid evening, I started scratching. That's what I'm saying. I'm just itching. Right? Itching. Went to bed, itching. Wake up, itching. All that. I said, what is going on? So now Sunday, I'm saying no. Saturday night, I'm saying, you know what? I must have got some allergic. I must have got some kind of allergy to this product. But I kept saying the funniest thing is that my face is not breaking out. I have no bumps, nothing. If anything, my face would seem like it got clearer and everything. That's why I liked it. I said, yo, I'm seeing a difference in my face. From before I started using it, because if y'all remember, I also use something that's called Curology. So I was using that as well, and I could see the difference in my face, right? I saw the difference in my face, and I was like, wow, this is really working. I said, this is really working. Yo, I need to keep using this. So when I started using that one, I really, because that's really suds up. The Curology, I don't really get no sud. Maybe I need to put it in my hand and see what happens. But I put a dime of it in my hand, and it turns into like a sudsy type of cream. And I put it on my face. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. But anyway, I was like, am I allergic to this? I said, but why is it my face? Wouldn't I break out on my face if I'm allergic to it? So mm, I'll go heat that back up. So now I'm like, okay, I don't know. It look like my skin is red, right? It looked like it. But when I look over here, it's not red. It's probably the lighting. I didn't realize I was so light skinned. Well, not, not white light skinned. My skin is light tone. Right? You see my arms is different color. So when I looked at it, I said, wait a minute. I said, I got a tan on my arm. And I was going out with no sleeves on my arm, no lie. Let me go heat up my coffee. Be right back. Okay, see my skirt? This is actually a set, but I don't know what I did with the top. But this is pretty nice, right? I did gain a little weight because this skirt used to be like a straight piece of material on me when I first moved in this apartment, which was 1921, 22, June of this year, made 3 years. Yeah, time fly. Mm. So reading up on it, it said to use this, and this is what my grandmother used to use for the chicken pox for my son, and they said it. And I had also, I went looking for the calamine lotion, I couldn't find it. So the first store I went into, I went to Family Dollar, they ain't have nothing. I didn't even feel like looking for this, but I didn't see it because they hardly have anything on their shelves. And so the second store I went in, they had it. I said, "Oh, this is what I'm gonna use." And actually, I'll be honest with y'all. This was my deodorant when I was in my younger years. What's today? July 25th, 22. Write the date that is 30 days. Oh, they said write the date that is 30 days from opening the box. Um, I ain't opened it yet, but I bought it 7:30. I mean, I bought it 7:25. So when I open it, I'll go 30 days because 30 days from today, if I had to open it, would have been the 25th of August. Okay, so they said, oh, back to that. They had they had taught me how to reading up on it. They was putting the different remedies that you could use. So they was saying that you can use baking soda. Just, you gotta make a paste. That's what it's all about, a paste. So, okay, let me see. Use temporary release pain and itching associated with rashes due to poison ivy, poison oak, or poison cinnamon. Insect bites, minor skin irritation, minor cuts, dries the oozing and weeping of poison ivy, poison oak. Okay. Warning for external use only. Okay, of course you avoid contact with eyes. Ask the doctor before use on children. Okay. Stop using. Ask the doctor if condition worsen, does not improve, or if symptoms persist for more than 7 days. Or clear up and occur again within a few days. Direction: adults and children 2 years of age and older. Shake well before using. Cleanse the skin with soap and water and let dry for each use. Apply lotion to the affected area using cotton or smooth cloth. Not more than. Let me go wash this right quick. I'll be back.